someday, perhaps,
Oh,
in the
we're live.
far-flung future, we shall be live.
Hey, folks, we're alive. This is Mike Lafferty from the BAMF podcast, and we're doing a demo session of the G.I. Joe RPG from Renegade Studios using their Essence 20 RPG system. Before we dive into that, I'm contractually obligated to play this musical intro, so just 1 second. And that glorious musical intro assures you, gentle viewer, that this is a high-quality, high-production values podcast. Only the finest, ethically sourced geeky content for your podcast listening pleasure.
We have ethics?
Well, I do, sir. I don't know about you.
I'm leaving.
Okay. And with us today, providing our ethical compass, perhaps our moral bedrock, if you will, is Mr. Owen Casey Stevens. Owen, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Thanks.
I appreciate having you here. Directly below Owen, providing our moral flexibility for any dirty deeds that need to be done, is Mr. Scott Crossan. How you doing, Scott?
Hello.
And last but not least, Jacob Blackman is our GM for this foray into the world of red and blue lasers. So how you doing, Jacob?
Let me get this out of the way.
All right, Jacob, I'm going to hand the hosting duties over to you. And we're trying to figure out why my camera's not working.
Okay. So, to set our scene, we come to a room that is sparsely decorated. It is practically blank. There is bare walls, save for one wall which has an obvious two-way mirror. Table with a spotlight on it. Seated behind the table is the familiar figure of General Hawk. He's nice in his uniform. He's got file folders stacked next to him. And standing at ease in front of him is your character, Scott. And he's staring. General Hawk is staring at this folder. Your picture is obviously tagged with a paperclip on one corner. Lots of redacted pen going through some of this. You have an interesting history here, if I say so.
I turn around to look at him because I was actually getting something out of my teeth with the two-way mirror. Yes, sir. I believe that's what my last CO said. Very, very interesting. He said many words. Some of them were in many different languages. Some of them, I believe, were Italian.
A lot of insubordination here as well, from the looks of it.
That is a word that could be used for things that I may have or may have not done. My lawyer tells me not to admit to anything. That's what Jack said.
We're a little beyond lawyers here after this last incident. He looks at you. You have an impressive file here. You have been save for some of these marks here, an exemplary soldier. And my team, as he says that, your mind drifts to ideals of glory. You've heard of General Hawk's mystery team, this covert organization that is whispered, known as Delta Force. But a lot of the military people just chalk it off as nothing. It's like the talk of all the giant robots that have been going around recently.
Those are real.
Unfortunately, he says, as he closes your file, I'm not sure you're going to be right for my team. And we fade to black. The words 9 months later appear on the black screen as the opening riff to Never Let Me Down Again by Depeche Mode begins playing for the audience. As we come into the scene, we see a somewhere in a desert area, snowy mountains in the distance. This is somewhere in the Middle East, between the borders of some fictional Arabian nation and the Soviet border. We see driving on the road a single cobra hiss. And we focus in on the obvious chin line that makes up your character, Scott, wearing Saw Viper armor. You are in the back of the hiss, stationed at the cannons.
Are we there yet?
The music being played in the cockpit, coming through your helmet. It's been a good 9 months. You know, that rejection by General Hawk. Screw that guy. You didn't need him. You took who you were, and you took your exemplary file, told him to shove it up his butt, and you went to Cobra. And they love you here. Your military experience was valued here. You were put on the fast track to the Viper Corps. Your experience with heavy weapons in the Viper Corps got you put into the Saw Viper squad. You are valued here. You've met Cobra Commander. He shook your hand. So yeah, it's been a good 9 months. You've got your own team. These guys are awesome. You're all part of Hiss Squad 521, emblazoned nicely on the side. In the cockpit, your bro Coax. There's no one who can pilot a Hiss like him. When this thing's currently just cruising at a nice normal speed, but when he gets this engine going and it goes full speed like a Hiss can, he can execute maneuvers like you never imagined. On the back is your other buddy, Black Blast.
You say back blast or black blast?
Back Blast. He's another washout from the military. Because of his military experience, he got into the Viper Corps as well. But because he was more of a anti-tank weapons expert, he got to be part of the new experimental Heat Vipers. Heavy explosive anti-tank Vipers. So he's in a fully experimental armor, experimental weapon, and you guys get along real well. You are currently on a mission. You have been tasked to go to a village out here in the middle of nowhere and make sure everything's clear for a deal that Cobra has brokered between themselves and a new weapons supplier. Normally, Cobra gets their weapons from a masked warlord by the name of Destro. You know him. You've seen him. But these new guys, they're promising advanced weapons. The kind that go pew-pew and shoot blue lasers, rather than the bang-bangs that you're currently using.
Ooh.
something that's going to give you an up on the Joes. So you're on your way to make sure that the village is clear, and to make sure that but just before you call in the Cobras who are waiting for you with the supply trucks. So, as you roll in, I'm going to need people to make alertness checks to what is going on.
What am I rolling for that, sir?
You roll a d20 plus your alertness skill, which should be located next to smarts.
And if it's blank, is it just the D20?
If you do not have the alertness skill, that means you roll it with a snag. So you roll 2d20 and take the lower.
It may be a hell of a driver, but someone else is the spotter. I get a total of 6.
Okay.
Excuse me, I need to put on my old man glasses. Harumph. I got a 7.
Okay.
This is why I like coax.
Mm-hmm.
We miss the same rolls.
I got a 6.
Okay.
Oh, and it's all to you.
So none of you see anything out of the ordinary during your approach to this village. You'll arrive to the outskirts. The place looks deserted. Lot of buildings, but no people in sight. Yeah. You're supposed to meet them inside in the in-town square.
You guys mind if we stop the hills for a second before we go in?
Sure.
All right. After we stop, I pop the hood, get back there in the engine, and I have 3 packets of aluminum foil rolled up tightly near the engine. Hey guys, I made lunch for all of us. These are hobo dinners. There's some ground beef in there, some potatoes and whatnot. Here you go. Never want to do a list of weapons deal on an empty stomach. So that always taught me.
Exactly. It's better than the whatever they have here in a beer stand.
I think the national cuisine in this country consists mainly of beef jerky.
I don't know what you guys are complaining about. Cobra food is good.
Coax.
It's mainly
I love
lunchable,
you.
in my experience. All right, sorry. It's now that we are hydrated and well fed, we can go into this. Do we all want to get this deal? What's the protocol here, guys?
Yeah, you don't want to go into a potential violent altercation unnourished. So, with some bellies quickly fed, water to wash down the desert heat. You all watch as the sun starts to set on this village, and then you proceed inwards.
Oh.
Making your way in, again, no sign of other people, but you'll finally arrive to the center of town. There's a large well that's obviously for the communal use of this community. Laundry lines hung up here and there with laundry hanging from some of it, but again, no people in sight. And there are a couple of figures standing next to several large trucks. These are pretty sizable trucks designed to move heavy gear. One of them is stacked with several boxes and crates. The other truck has a hiss tank on it. Unlike yours, which is the traditional black that Cobra has been operating with for the last several years, this one is blue. And the cannons on the back are some of the most sci-fi guns you have ever seen.
Looks like our upgrades come in more than just personal size.
Interesting.
Standing in front of these trucks, watching you approach, is a figure. Let me share my screen here.
Wilford Brimley, what are you doing here?
Sure, talking about diabetes.
And build a UFO.
This figure is wearing some obvious powered armor of some sort, and like it looks, is stylized after a Japanese samurai with a skull mask and everything. It just watches you calmly, silently, the sword's at its belt
Well,
as you approach.
Buzz, this is your unit. Sounds to me like that makes it your job to go talk to Cyber Skull.
Yeah. I'm going to say over our internal radio, why do we get all the weirdos?
We work for Cobra. We
You know,
are weirdos.
I just want to say there might be more to this than meets the eye.
And you get a story point.
That was easy. Okay.
That's BB, never change.
So who's going to get out and talk with the contact?
Coax, take my place. I'm going to
No,
get out.
I'm going to stay here behind the wheel of the vehicle so the
I'm
vehicle
sorry.
can move.
I forgot you're the driver.
Buzz, if you want, I can handle this one.
BB, get up here and man the gun.
You want me to go up there? All right, I can man the gun if you want to talk to the guy.
Sounds good. My big
Just
gun.
the roll, I was going to give it to him. I was going to say nice costume, but if you want to take care of that interaction, that's good, man.
Take out the big gun, sort of just sling it casually on my back. Saunter up there casually. So I take it you're our contact.
I am.
And you are?
You may call me Bludgeon.
Right. I'm Buzz. That's BB and Coax.
So,
I do not believe your transportation will be suitable to carry away the cargo.
Player GM question real quick.
Yeah.
What was the plan?
Once you have confirmed that the cargo is here and ready for transport, you then signal the Cobra trucks and crews to come in and get it. You're the forward team to make sure you're not being screwed.
No, we've got sufficient transportation. Don't worry about that. Now, Mr. Bludgeon, if you don't mind, let's take a look at the merchandise.
Of course. He gestures, and one of his very blank-faced technicians comes over carrying a crate, sets it down in front of you, opens it up, and there's this really nice, sleek assault rifle. It's like something pretty from a Masamune Shirow comic in its sleek futuristic look, and it has a little power cell that's obviously inside and glows blue. He pulls it out, presents, and hands it to you.
Take a look at it.
It feels good. It's got a nice weight to it. It's balanced.
If you don't mind.
You look down the sights, and it's got a nice scope.
Yep. Okay, if you don't mind, I'll look for a quick target.
Gestures to any one of the buildings.
Pew, pew.
It makes a really nice sci-fi blaster sound. It has some kick to it, like Star Wars blasters do, as a blue energy bolt comes out of it and just blows a chunk of the wall away.
I take it this is high pressure plasma?
Of course.
Hmm.
With our unique energy supply.
Fascinating.
Your first crate order, 10,000 units. And the customized hiss, as requested.
Ooh. All right. I'll coax. Calling the trucks. I think we're good.
Coax will pick up the communicator.
Okay.
Is Coax on the advance team to the Cobra troopers?
Yes.
We have cleared the advanced area. We are not seeing anything we don't expect to see. We're ready for pickup.
Confirm coax. ETA 5 minutes.
Buzz, they'll be out here in 5.
Sounds good.
Hey, Buzz, stand next to the crate. I want to take a picture.
I'll stand next to the crate.
Buzz will get out a phone, take a picture.
Okay. We are in 1987, just so you're aware.
I'll
You have to pull out a camera.
which is fine. I'll pick out one of those cheap cameras that you got at free at weddings, right? The little cardboard box.
Yeah. So there is a boring 5 minutes passing, and you will start to hear the trucks pull up behind you.
And then I told him, that's not a duck, that's my wife.
Give me an alertness insight check.
It's displaying the prop that Owen's character was using to take that picture.
Yeah, I was about to say the Fling Kodak was the first disposable camera available in 1987.
So are we rolling awareness again?
This is just for Buzzsaw,
Okay.
because he's apparently telling a joke to Bludgeon. You get a 3?
Mm-hmm. I'm terrible at jokes.
Okay. This person doesn't react at all. I mean, it's just they don't think it's funny. You're not sure they find it unfunny or you get no reaction off this person. Even their body language doesn't betray how they feel. They're incredibly stiff.
I like these guys.
So what is Coax and or Backblast going to be doing in these 5 minutes? You took a picture, yeah.
Yeah, Coax is taking a picture of the crate, taking a picture of our contact, taking a picture of the trucks they drove in on. You know, just nice, normal memories documenting everything that happened to be here.
Okay, perfect. So we then cut to a scene where Coax is in plain clothes at a nice little cantina, and he sees this beautiful woman sitting there.
Is it Marky Post?
And you recognize her from magazines. This is Courtney Krieger. She is a fashion model. She is gorgeous. And you're confident. You're making big bucks with Cobra. you decide to go up and talk to her. So you give me a persuasion skill test or deception, your choice.
Yeah,
How you decide to interact with her.
he's both better at persuasion and feels better about persuasion. So I'll get a 21 total.
Okay. You really hit it off. She's laughing at all your jokes. You're sitting. You're having a nice chat with coffee, and she gives you she gives you all the appropriate signals, and she hands you a camera that she's been taking pictures with. Has you take some photos of the moment so you can remember me by. Why don't you take it with you, and we can talk about those photos later when you're done with your job tonight.
Take a picture of her, take a picture of both of them, take a picture of the street with the address, and then tuck it away in his suit.
Indeed. Later on, you'll find the special button that you're supposed to push to alert the other people you're supposed to bring in on this deal.
Well, it seems like it would be best to wait until the Cobra trucks are here so that everyone is present. So I'll have his thumb on the button and, hey, Buzz, I'm going to back the hiss up a little bit so that there's plenty of loading room.
Oh, yeah, great idea.
BB, why don't you hop off? I don't want to accidentally back you up into something.
Well, that's fair. Take the opportunity to go over and talk to Bludgeon while he's doing that.
Okay.
So, Bludgeon, I see you seem to have quite a bit of personality. It's, I would say, leadership potential.
So I have been told.
It's clear. I think anyone would tell you that. Just a few minutes talking to you, you radiate personality, you radiate charm, sir. And you thought about, instead of dealing in a list of weapons, dealing in downline mass market products. You can be your own boss at your own hours. It's a great opportunity. Some people call it a pyramid scheme. It's not a pyramid scheme. We should talk. Here's a brochure.
I am familiar with ARBCO. I do not believe I will benefit from any of these products.
Can I make a persuasion check?
You may.
Okay. Let's see. What do I roll for that? Persuasion plus D4. Okay. 17 on the D20, 3 on the D4. That's modified 20.
You add them together.
Okay. Yeah. There is something wrong with this guy. You make a very convincing performance, and again, he is utterly unfazed by anything you're saying.
Can I make an awareness check?
Absolutely.
Okay. 8 on the D20 and 3 on the D4. Total 11. He's a robot, isn't he, Jacob?
Actually, give me an edge. I'll let you use your heads up display as you're analyzing him.
Okay. That lets me roll a second roll with advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll another D20. 6 on the D20. 4 on the D4. So that would be
that means it's critical. If you roll maximum on the skill roll, that's a critical.
It was a 4 on a D4, so if you want to call it critical, I'll take it. But it's
yeah, you don't get criticals by rolling natural 20s. You get criticals by rolling the maximum of your skill roll of your skill die. So you criticaled by rolling that 4.
okay.
by analyzing your heads-up display, it is pointing out all sorts of strange things on this guy. Not only is he barely moving, it's kind of odd and imperceptible. He's doing so in a way that is kind of inhuman. Most people, they kind of sway with the wind or shift or whatever. He's been standing in the same position for a long time, not really moving other than to turn his head to focus on who's talking to him. And looking at this guy through your heads-up display, you're not sure that's armor. This guy might be a robot.
Yeah, had a hunch. Okay. I will discreetly communicate that to my brothers in arms when I have a chance.
Our internal comms, I take it?
Yes, you have internal comms.
I'm going to turn around so the guy can't see my face.
Mm-hmm.
See my jaw moving? Yeah, this guy's giving me major weirdo vibes. Make sure that your equipment is ready to perhaps grab quickly.
So the trucks will arrive.
I will press my button.
Okay. A whole bunch of blue shirts get out of the trucks, and they start unloading the payment, which are barrels and barrels of crude oil. All the crude oil containers have extensive enterprises listed on them. And as they unload those, they go over and start grabbing the crates and replacing them into the trucks.
Buzz, I'm going to move the hiss around back of these trucks just in case someone's trying to sneak up on us.
As
Good
you
idea.
send out your signal, I am going to have Bludgeon make an awareness check. Which he does not succeed.
I will back the hiss up so it is blocking the Cobra trucks from exiting.
Yeah,
Okay.
back that is up. I like to see that. I'm sorry.
Okay, so you have positioned your Cobra truck, you have signaled back up, and there is the distinctive sound for those three of you who are very aware of it, of approaching helicopters. And it is at this point where one of you, let's see, who's going to do this? That will be you, Backblast. Pull out a flare gun, shoot it into the air. A giant red flare goes off as you can see the approaching G.I. Joe Tomahawks coming in.
All right.
So we return to the scene after General Hawk has closed your folder. I can't use you at this time because I need you on a special mission. Let me introduce you.
I look very excited.
Let me introduce you to your team. He takes you into the next room where you meet Coax and Backblast. The three of you are going to go undercover deep into Cobra. All of you have some sort of marks on your record that would make you prime for their recruitment. You're all excellent soldiers, but all of you have some kind of deep insubordination on your files that would make you attractive to them. So, Are you ready to join the Joes? And he holds out his hand.
Oh, I take his hand.
Yes, sir.
Damn straight.
As we return to this scene with Bludgeon looking up at the flare that has just gone off, staring over at the approaching helicopters. There is a large fleet of them. All the Cobra blue shirts going,
So I've been doing this for a while.
Uh-huh.
Anytime I think that Bludgeon's going to do something, I go almost like I'm grounded to the gun and kind of scratch the back of my neck.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like almost like that's kind of a nervous habit of mine, is scratching the back of my neck.
Okay.
I go, and this time I actually whip out the gun.
Okay. Please give
Friends of
me
yours?
initiative.
Okay.
Because of what you're doing, Buzzsaw, I will give you an edge on your initiative. So 2d20, take the better.
Got a D2.
And I will see if he reacts before you, because he is dangerous and is looking for danger.
13.
And you get to what?
A 13.
Okay.
I got a 2 on my D2.
Unfortunately, unless you have a special ability that says otherwise, you do not get to crit on D2s.
I understand.
You will get to go before Bludgeon does. So you pull your gun and lift it at him just as he's clocking the flare, clocking the approaching helicopters, and then just turns right at you, eyes glowing red, reaching for his sword.
I wouldn't do
with
that if I were you.
blinding speed, but you are quicker to the draw.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
He's still drawing.
Tap, tap.
All right.
Tappy,
Give
tappy.
me that targeting check.
All right, what's my targeting? Hee.
Do you want to aim?
Yes.
Okay. You get an upshift, so 1 die better.
Hee. Mr. Bam Bam goes boom boom.
Mm-hmm.
I got an 8.
8 total.
Yes, because the dice gods hate me.
Okay. Unfortunately, that is going to miss.
Okay.
This guy moves fast. The Matrix doesn't exist yet, but that's kind of what it's like. It's like you just goes around where your bullets are approaching.
This is bad.
And then he's going to make an attack, and then we will roll initiative for everyone. So he has specialization with his weapon. That does not matter. He only rolls, however, a 12.
That does not make
Okay.
my defense. I just sort of.
His blade, as he draws it from the sheath, the blade glows with the same blue energy as the blaster you were holding just a little bit ago. It just along the edge, and it cuts through. And it being night, it has that really nice lightsaber effect as it swings past you. But you're like, whoa! And we will get initiative checks for everybody.
Oh.
I have 18 on the D20 and 2 on the D2.
Do I need to roll again?
Yes, everyone rolls again.
I've total 21.
Coax 21. Sorry for the delay, people who are listening to us, but sometimes there is a little boring as we figure out this part of it.
It's okay.
What'd you get there, Scott?
I got a grand total of 7.
Okay.
I'm rolling $1 billion today.
Top of the round. Coax.
Can I make it from the cockpit to the twin-linked guns in a move?
Absolutely.
I will move to the twin-linked guns. I will swing them over to cover. Our robot opponent. BB, you sure this guy's a robot?
Yep.
I open fire.
Okay.
So I have a speed of 6, which means I get 4 free actions per turn. I'm going to use 3 of them to aim.
Okay.
My targeting is normally a D6, which will take that up to D8, D10, D12.
Okay.
So I will open up with the 90 millimeter twin cannons.
Do you want to spend a story point to function as though you are specializing?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that worried yet.
Okay.
If it survives the twin 90 millimeter twin cannons, then I'll start to get worried.
That's fair.
This does have the anti-tank trait.
Yes, that'll go right through his armor.
And I will get a 26 on my targeting.
26. Oh, wow. Okay. So, because you ignored his armor, his toughness goes down to a 16, which means you beat his toughness by 10, which makes it a critical.
Okay.
So you do 1 more point of damage than normal.
Let's see. It also lists as alternate. Oh, no, that's for the ramp. Sorry. All right. So instead of 1 sharp damage, I'll get 2 sharp damage.
All right. Bludgeon takes 2. Bludgeon.
And he'll yell at the blue shirts, Joes, everybody down.
Okay. You'll watch as Bludgeon gets pasted with minigun cannon fire. It some of it goes right through him, and it's still standing.
This is bad.
Oh, Wonder is pretty tough. That is a great culture reference. Again, nothing for you guys. That hurts my feelings. Okay.
So that'll bring us to Back Blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Since Quax is on the vehicle weapon, I will use my rocket launcher.
Okay.
Wait, quick question.
Uh-huh.
Am I too close to use the rocket launcher?
You are not too close to use the rocket launcher. However, Buzzsaw is in the area of effect.
I don't want to shoot Buzzsaw. He would die. I can't use that. What else?
You can ready your action to if Buzzsaw moves.
Okay, I'll ready my action for Buzzsaw moves. Like Coax, I have 4 free actions. So I guess I can do like he did and spend 3 of them aiming.
You can.
All right, that's what I'll do, and I'll hold action until Buzzsaw is out of the area there, so I can. Start
Okay.
moving there.
As you hold your action, then another player will come onto the field. as the experimental hiss, there will be a strange noise as it turns into that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a problem.
And this thing on its chest has instead of the cobra symbol, it is this purple helmeted skull of some kind.
Yeah.
But converting is a standard action for it, so that will be pretty much all it does. It excellent, thank you. I will give you a story. I will give you a story point for providing sound effects.
Sound effects.
That might have been too easy, but okay, I'll take it.
And so for its move action, it will step off the loading truck that it was on. Solid thump, and this thing is big. It's at least a good 13, 15 feet tall.
BB, you've got the rocket launcher, right?
Got the rocket launcher.
That's a target you can shoot that you won't hurt Buzzsaw with.
And when I had a chance, I would like to do that.
Okay. You were holding your action. You can take it now.
All right. Let's look over Essence 20. I said I was going to spend 3 of my free actions aiming. How does that enhance my roll?
Okay. You have a D6 normally.
Mm-hmm.
For each aim, which you can do up to 3.
Okay.
You get to take that up the chart. So it'll go a D6 to a D8 to a D10 to a D12.
Okay, so I'm rolling a D20 plus a D12.
Then, because you didn't move, you can use your heads-up display as a move action to take that up another notch, which will make your dice roll 2d8. So a d20
Okay.
plus 2d8.
Gotcha. Okay, we can do that. Rolling the D20. Oh, shit, that's a natural 20.
Okay, good.
First D8 is a 1. Second D8 is a 2.
Okay. So that's a total of 3 plus your 20. So that's a 23. Let me check the hiss drone here. That will hit. This thing was heavily armored, but your rocket smashes right into it. And how much damage is that doing?
Let's see. 2 sharp damage.
2 sharp damage. Okay. The hiss has taken 2 sharp damage. It has taken a sizable injury. However, it is still moving and looks like it is still ambulatory. Whatever these things are, they're tough. Your weapons are powerful, but apparently they are able to withstand some of what's good, taking large amounts of damage. Okay, so that was the hiss tank's turn plus your conditional action, which brings us to Buzzsaw.
Hey, catch. I'll take. So I've got 3 actions.
Yeah. 3 free actions.
3 free actions. So aim.
Mm-hmm.
Toss the grenade.
Tossing the grenade will be a standard action.
So, but aiming.
Yeah.
And then ducking out of the way is going to be a standard or a free.
That's normal. Getting out will be a move action unless you have something that says otherwise.
So can I spend all 3 free actions to aim?
Yes.
So I'm on aim because this is targeting. D6, D8, D10, D12.
And like
I'm
I
going to
said,
throw it.
you can always spend a story point to make that specialty.
You know what? I will spend my story point for that.
Okay.
Because this is going to be hilarious.
1 story point spent.
And I'm going to tell him catch. As in, I'm going to throw it at him in a way that he's wanting to, that whole robot catching whatever's thrown at your head.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hoping he does something cool. Because that'll be holy. Ooh.
Now tell me what you get on each die, because that will be important for the purpose of your specialization.
17 on the D20.
Okay.
2
Anytime.
on the D2.
Okay.
A 4 on the D4.
Perfect.
Which is
that is a crit.
1 on the D6.
All right.
5 on the D8.
Okay.
9 on the D10.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 on the D12.
Okay. So you have 1 guaranteed crit.
Mm-hmm.
Which die are you using for the total? You normally want to use whatever rolled the highest.
I'm going to use the 9.
Okay. So the 9 plus the D20
is plus 17 is 26.
26. Okay. That is not enough for an additional critical, but it's still pretty. It does hit. So yeah, he does catch it, like something would. Tries to get rid of it, but doesn't, as it explodes in his hand. So you do the normal damage plus 1
sharp.
The critical.
Or say plus 2, so 2 sharp.
Okay, 2 sharp damage to bludgeon.
Mm-hmm. And I duck out of the way.
Okay, and move. You use your move action to get to GTFO.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Bludgeon does not like any of that.
You don't say.
Because between the gunfire and the grenade, he's already taken half his health.
We all have our problems.
Bludgeon is good to start. Bludgeon is going to activate his smoke grenades as his pockets of his armor open up and just start dispensing smoke around him as he ninja smokes. So he is going to ninja vanish in front of you. So yes, I will keep this number in mind as what he currently has for his infiltration. So if you want to try to track down Bludgeon as he moves, you will need to make alertness checks on your turn.
Okay.
But that was a standard action for him. Then he moves to reposition, and that's what he does. Okay. That is the end of the turn. New turn, Coax.
I do, in fact.
The blue shirt cobras panic and who are just Cobra technicians. They're not even troopers.
Right.
They panic and hide behind the trucks.
Fair enough. They're not running off. They're not pulling guns. Those are the two important things. I do, in fact, want to make an alertness check to see if I can keep track of Bludgeon.
Okay.
So I only got a total of 14, but I did get a 4 on my D4.
Normally that would not succeed, but because you criticaled, I will say you do succeed.
Okay.
You see where he went despite the smoke. And
is bludgeon within a 20-foot radius of the hiss transformer?
No. He moved to try to angle around to get to you. Actually, he's coming for the big tank.
Okay, well, that makes that decision simple. I note that one of this weapon's traits is linked. What does linked do?
Linked gives you an edge to the attack because you have two guns that are apparently just...
Okay. So I'm going to use the ammo belt upgrade to reload this without taking any time. I get to do that once per round.
Yes.
And I will take 3 aims at it.
Okay.
And I have an upshift for it being linked.
Okay.
Or no, an edge. So I'll roll
Edge.
220 and take the best of the two.
Yep.
And then to that, I'm adding my D12. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, well, the 12 is a 12, and the best of the other two is a paltry 12. So I get 24.
24 will hit, and
24,
because the 12, it will crit.
All right. So that'll be 2 more points of damage.
Okay. He does not like that one little bit. Ow, ow, ow. Just catastrophic damage. Catastrophic damage.
Meanwhile, however...
These are humans. What the hell?
Humans. This is a 90-millimeter cannon.
Yes, but their weapons aren't supposed to significantly hurt us. What the hell?
As a move action, I reload it.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls out the ammo belt, grabs the new box, slams it in, pulls back the lever. Obviously, very practiced at this maneuver.
Yes, indeed. Okay, you look very cool. That'll move us on to Backblast. The rotary cannons, with considering every 10 shots is a tracer round, you can see where bludgeon is as well. So you have 2 major targets. You have the hiss tank robot and bludgeon.
Let something happen while I stepped away and go after this tank again.
Okay.
So do it the same way as last time with the 2d20s.
It's your d20 plus your targeting.
Okay. So if I use my head and spend 3 of my free actions on targeting, that would be a d20 and a d20. Correct?
It's going to be a d20 plus 2d8.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. We're rolling d20 now. That is a 10. First d8 is a 7. Second d8 is an 8 for a total of 25.
Dang. Okay, 25. You absolutely hit, and because one of those d8s was an 8, you will crit. So I believe you're doing 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
You will send your rocket straight into this midsection of this thing. It explodes into pieces. Its action was next. It was leveling its arm cannon at you just as you shoot, blow it up, and it flies into pieces. You have defeated the hiss drone.
I gotta say, I feel good about that.
No more hiss drone. Anything else you want to do?
I'm just gonna say welcome to Earth, like in Will Smith in that one movie that hasn't come out yet.
Okay. All right. Buzzsaw.
I am going to use one of my special abilities.
Yes.
Standard action, suppressing fire.
Okay.
As a standard action, you set your suppressive fire equal to the multiple targets in the area of your heavy weapon. There's only one I need.
Mhm.
Enemies at the start of their turn in the area or move in the area have their toughness and evasion reduced by 5. In addition, I can do a targeting versus their willpower at the start of your turn in that area. If successful, the enemy is frightened until the end of your next turn.
Right.
Let's try that.
Okay.
See if I can scare him. See if I can scare the emotionless robot.
Okay.
That is a 16, which made it. Or I don't know if I made it. It's 16 against their willpower.
A 16 against its willpower.
Mm-hmm.
That will succeed, as Bludgeon has a willpower of 15.
It's frightened until the end of my next turn, and its evasion and toughness is reduced by 5.
Dang. Okay.
I'm pinning him down so that the rest of the
So
team
yeah,
can finish him off.
you see him going for the tank. You shoot around him, pinning him down, forcing him to take cover behind that well I was describing earlier, as you're just shooting chunks of stone all around him. And then it is his turn. He is now frightened of you. He has 2 health left. He does not like this situation one bit. Bludgeon is going to spend his standard action to turn into what looks like a little mini drone tank. It's like person sized, so it's like a drone tank. So yeah, you see this body fold up, much like you did the hiss tank, only it's in reverse, where he turns into a little tankette, and he's going to spend all his free actions to enhance his movement, and his plan is to GTFO. He is evacuating.
How many feet away does he get?
Okay, let's see. 45 plus the number of free actions he has. He evacuates for 60 feet.
Okay.
That is his action. And that will bring us to the new round, coax.
Yeah, so these cannons have a 200-foot range, and I don't take penalties at long range. As a result, what?
No, you do not.
As a result of, let's see. Oh, it's here somewhere.
Go, Owen. Go.
Long shot. You do not suffer a snag when attacking from long range with a ranged weapon. So I will go ahead and keep the cannons on him because I reloaded last round.
Mm-hmm.
And I will aim 3 times. And since it's linked, I've got an edge.
Okay.
Not a crit this time. However, I do get a total of 30.
Oh! Considering his reduced defenses...
They're not reduced anymore. That was only until the end of his turn.
Was they at the end of of Bludgeon's turn, or is it at the end of Buzzsaw's turn? Next turn?
Till the start of my next turn.
Okay, so
his defenses are reduced.
Yes, I specifically did it to help you.
Oh God.
So yeah, that's crit.
Well, then that'll do too.
Okay. That is going to defeat Bludgeon. He thought he was going to get away.
Yeah, well.
But no. No.
Has not run into my mastery of combined arms.
So yeah, you're like, what the heck? What the heck?
That is
And
exactly what I'm doing.
you will shoot into his treads. They go flying apart. There's an explosion, and it just collapses and rolls, and is a mess of pieces when he comes to a stop.
And then I discovered I have rapid reload. So with my 4th free action, I reload the cannons.
Okay. That brings us to the end of combat, as all the threats have been eliminated. Yes, Buzzsaw.
So that we can keep our IDs. I tell the Cobra troopers, get in those vehicles and drive. It's the Joes. We'll hold them off.
Right.
Oh, we died for Cobra.
Give me a deception check.
Okay. Yes. I got a 4 on my D4. Bringing me up to a natural 20.
Okay.
Or not to a natural 20. 16 plus 4 is 20.
A dirty 20 with a critical.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is definitely going right. We're on it. They will quickly load up what crates they can, 1 crate each, into the truck, and then they'll load up and just get the heck out.
I stopped one guy before he goes. I said, "Tell the Baroness I always loved her," and I kissed him passionately, and told him to be on his way.
Okay.
Sorry, that was.
And they'll go.
Tell the Baroness she's hot.
She is.
Yeah.
Well, you have to think in Cobra, we're kind of like in a Smurf situation where there's an awful lot of guys, and there's
there's a lot more going on at Cobra Island. There's a lot more female agents than people know.
I wasn't aware of Cobra. They didn't tell me about Cobra Island. I just thought it was that one Minoc and the one swamp lady and the Baroness. So I figured it was kind of hard luck for everybody. So all right.
You mean Zartana?
Was that her name? I don't remember.
Is something like that.
Zatanna?
No, Zatanna's already spoken for by a Joe. She's with Mainframe.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, okay.
So the helicopters will arrive promptly. The 3 of you are captured, and the remains of the Histrodrone and the strange robot contact, Bludgeon, are collected. Someone says Matt Tracker is going to have a field day with this.
With giant robots, giant stompy talking planning robots.
In disguise.
Yeah, right? It looked like a hiss tank. They are in disguise.
And you will be taken off to be debriefed. We will close the scene on this episode of G.I. Joe. And I hope you all had fun.
I did. Thank you.
I had a
very
great
much.
time playing through my character's backstory.
Yeah, so people know Coax is a character in my normal Transformers campaign. This version is 1 level lower than the version that Owen started with when I started running the campaign, where he's outfitted completely differently, having learned that there are giant robots that need heavy firepower. So he is effectively the man who helped create the anti-materiel rifle.
And that version has, a mask, helmet, and car.
Yep.
But remains able to surprise Decepticons by taking them down when they didn't think a mere human could do it.
It's been pretty amusing. They've learned to put some respect on the name of Coax, and that'll certainly be the case in the future with these characters, should we see them again. Anything people have notes on, stuff you're curious about, the system, the game?
No, that was a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind doing that again, or doing the Transformers version at some point.
Okay.
I like that.
Giving Combined Arms vehicle sniper anti-material specialists a hiss tank does simplify the shooting up of giant robots.
Yes, it does. I thought it would help, considering how HISS drivers are normally armed with a submachine gun.
Yeah.
That wasn't going to do much to them.
Well, hey, and they're calling our conversation on Facebook. Do you want to talk about that one thing?
Yeah, if anyone's still watching and listening, Mike is often nice enough to ask if I have any thing I want to boost, and since we are here in mid-November, my wife, LJ, is currently running a Kickstarter for hand-poured custom resin ornaments. It's tinyurl.com/LJ resin, and it's running right now. It's fully funded. They're gorgeous. They're durable. They're easily stored because they're mostly flat instead of mostly spherical. If you have any interest in either pre-poured or custom color ordered and shaped ornaments for the holidays, check it out. We expect to ship before Thanksgiving.
And I've seen some of this work myself when I last visited Owen. These are pretty. They glitter nicely. They're very nicely shaped. They're gorgeous.
Sweet. All right, so check it out once again, folks. tinyurl.com/LJ resin, and looks like we got a little bit more than a week. So check it out. You can get it in time for Christmas.
Yep, that's the entire plan.
All right, perfect. All right, folks. Thanks for tuning into the BAMF podcast, and we will catch you next time.
Night, everybody.
Bye, folks.
Oh, hey.
Thanks, Chris.
He's watching.
I did say if anyone's still watching. So thanks, Christopher.